Hello, everybody, and welcome back here to our Southport series on FM21. We are kicking off our season today, and the first game is an FA Cup matchup against Lowestoft Town. We enter the competition in the second qualifying round. We are at home, and Lowestoft Town are a team in a league below us, so that should give us a nice opportunity to advance to the next round of the FA Cup. It's going to be an exciting episode here today. Before we get into the games, we're going to go over how our team looks at the moment. We'll take a quick look at all the players so that you get an idea of what we are working with here, and just so that you get to know the Sandgrounders here a little bit better. So we'll start off with that, and we'll just go down the line. Starting off with our starting goalkeeper, it is Dan Hanford, 29-year-old Welshman. Looks decent for this level, and in preseason, didn't do anything wrong for me, so happy to have Dan in goal. He's definitely good enough for this level. Next up is Jack Bainbridge. He is a center back and can play right back. He is going to be our right back at the moment, but we have flexibility. We can decide if it's working out or if we need to put him back at center back. He's definitely a very defensive-minded fullback, but he has a real quality about him. 22 years old, English, formerly with Everton, Swansea, and Sunderland in their youth academies. So happy to have Jack on our team. Center back, Charlie Oliver, another 22-year-old Englishman. Another really good player for this level. Can also play up in midfield as needed. He started off his career with the Man City Academy, so a good player with a lot of potential. His center back partner is Mo Ali, 26 years old. He is a Somalian, has 7 international caps for them already. And again, another decent player for this level. I'd say he's the weaker of the center backs we have, but he has good mental attributes for sure. He's a little on the slow side, but he has good strength, good jumping reach, and he has good technical ability for a center back. Plus, he is left-footed, which is always nice to have a left footer and a right footer. And then sticking to the left side, we have Jack Doyle. He is our left back, 23 years old. He's a little more attacking than Jack Bainbridge. Not the most attacking of them all, but I think he will be alright. But either way, we should be pretty solid defensively. And again, another just decent player for this level. Moving into our midfield, we have our captain, David Morgan, 26 years old, Northern Irishman. Very, very good mental attributes. Good technical ability for a midfield player. Physicals are just a little bit low, but at this level, very, very capable. One of our better players, I would say. In midfield alongside of him is Marcus Wood, 22 years old, bit more of a defensive-minded midfielder. Again, another solid player here at Southport. Then next up we have Niall Watson. He is a very versatile player, can play on either side. He's either-footed, which is absolutely fantastic to have at this level. Versatility is a big, big deal down here. Since in the league we only get 5 players on the bench, you want to have versatile players. Just an all-around solid player. Nothing really stand out, but nothing really letting him down either. So I think he's going to be a very nice player for us. Then in the attacking midfield role, we have Jordan Archer. Doesn't really fit in at that role quite yet, but he's just too good of a player to not get out on the pitch. And in preseason, we played him in the middle there, and he did pretty alright with 3 goals and 3 assists, average rating of 7.16. I think he's going to get even better the more comfortable he gets in that role. And he brings a lot of experience to the team, already having 115 career appearances. So nice to have that on our squad. Dylan Vassalo will be our left-sided inside forward. Might be our weakest starting player, but he still has some pretty good attributes in some key areas. And worst case scenario, if he isn't performing, we can just swap him out with someone else down the line. So that leaves our starting striker, George Newell, 23 years old. Very, very decent striker for this level. So looking forward to George banging in goals this season. So moving on to our bench players, Marcus Carver, backup striker, and can play a decent amount in all the three positions behind him. Just misses out on being a starter, but he's going to get a lot of playing time this season. Then a youngster that we signed this summer, Kenny Turner, left back, 16 years old. It looks to be a very, very good. I think it's just a matter of time before he takes over the starting left back position. A ton of potential, and I think he can be with us for a few good years. Next up is Russell Benjamin, a backup midfielder. Again, another player that is pretty decent for this level. 28 years old, has 104 career appearances, so bringing some good experience to the team. He will get plenty of game time this year as well. Another new signing this season, Connor T, a free transfer after he was released by Leicester. Very, very good player, and I think he will be challenging for a starting position pretty soon, but he signed late in preseason, so he will be starting out on the bench. Then a backup center back, Dean Winnard, 31 years old, very, very experienced center back, 341 career appearances, including a long stint at Accrington, but he has been with Southport for a few seasons now, already racking up 46 appearances for the club. Another backup midfielder and a versatile player, Connor Woods. A little rough on the edges at the moment, but again, very versatile. And at this level, beggars can't be choosers. Connor will probably get a lot of game time this year as well. Backup right back, Matt Challoner. Pretty decent player for this level again. Just missing out on the starting right back role, but definitely going to get a ton of playing time this year, as we have a lot of games at this level, and rotation is going to be key. So we have just 2 players left at the club. Center back Adam Anson, most likely our 4th choice center back at the moment. And then finally, backup goalkeeper Tony McMillan, 38 years old. Definitely at the end of his career, but extremely experienced, 630 career appearances, including 205 for the Sandgrounders already. That is a very good player to have as a backup keeper. So that is the team we are working with this season, at least for the moment. This is non-league football, so we can sign players whenever we want, pretty much until the end of the season. There is a cutoff time, but that's like in March or something, so pretty much the whole season we can sign players. So expect there to be movement throughout the year. Looking at the schedule, you can see how we got on in preseason. It was a very good preseason. We only lost to teams that are way, way better than us. Those are Huddersfield, Derby, and Hearts. And we kept those games very close. Biggest defeat was that 3-1 defeat against Derby. So I'm feeling pretty optimistic about how we're looking this season. Season preview looks like this. We are predicted to come in 11th position. So I believe when we started, we were predicted to come like 14th or somewhere around there. So we've already improved the prediction a little bit based on our signings this off season. So like I said, I'm pretty optimistic about this season. I think we can get into the playoffs this year. We just need to be consistent throughout the season. But it would be great if we could get promoted this first season. Hopefully we can do that. Finances already looking pretty bad. You can see when we started off, we were up here at around 84,000. We're kicking off the season today, and we're down to just 8,000. Yeah. Welcome to non-league football, guys. But that is everything that we need to go over. So let's go ahead and we'll get this party started, kicking off our very first game of this series. And we are underway here, up the Sandgrounders. Let's get this one started off with a victory and move on in the FA Cup. First highlight is going with us on the ball, and can it be an early goal? Not quite. Morgan shooting just wide there. Another highlight, the Sandgrounders on the ball once again. It is whipped in. Ooh, Vassallo. Header is just off target. A highlight here, just on the brink of halftime. Lowestoft off of a goal kick. Can we get it? Yes. Wood picks it up and he plays it up to George Newell, who gets our very first goal of this series. Marcus Woods. Oh, it's just Marcus Wood. My bad. He intercepts that pass, plays it up to George Newell, who calmly slots that past the keeper. 1-0 right before halftime. What a great time to score. 1-0 up here at halftime. We have definitely been the better of the two teams at the moment. They'll have to start attacking more in the second half. So let's see if we can get more past them now that they have to get out of their shell. First sub of the day is going to be Kenny Turner going on for Jack Doyle. Second sub, Connor T on for Dylan Vassallo. It's a highlight here, and it looks like Lowestoft on a throw-in. It is cleared away by Oliver, but they are back on the ball. That's a dangerous ball over the top. Wow, what a block there. We got to defend a corner now. This is still dangerous. Clear it out. What a save. We need to wake up here, guys. What are we doing? It's going to be whipped in once again. Again cleared away by Oliver, and this time Archer gets on it and a free kick is awarded. We're going to make our final substitution here. It's going to be Matt Challoner on for Jack Bainbridge. Throw in here for the Sandgrounders, and a cross is whipped in by Challoner, but it goes straight to the keeper. The highlight is continuing here. We win it back off of him. George Newell in a great position. Oh, he hits the post, but he follows it up, getting the rebound for an easy second goal right there. George Newell on a hat trick now, and he will have 10 minutes to get that third goal. Really should have scored right there, and very lucky that he is the one that got to that loose ball first. But it's 2-0 here, and we look well on our way to getting the victory now. Highlight here off of a Sandgrounders goal kick. Lowestoft Town winning it off of us here. Marcus Wood winning it, but we turn it over in a bad position here. They get the cross in and they head it over. And the full-time whistle is blown. Southport getting a 2-0 victory at home over Lowestoft Town. So we are moving on to the next round of the FA Cup. We'll get a little bit of prize money for this game as well. We'll take a look and see how much we got. At this round, it's not going to be too much, but at this level, any money is welcome. Yes, so with that victory, we get 4.34 thousand just for winning that game. Plus, we were at home, so we get some gate receipts as well. So finances going up to 22,000 after just one game. which is what we like to see. So cup runs are very important down at this level. Hopefully we can make it to the first round proper and pick up some good money along the way. Not only is the money good, but remember that is also a board requirement for this year, reaching the first round proper. So we want to make sure we please the board, especially since we are on just a 1-year deal at the moment. So that's where we're going to leave this first episode here today. Not entirely sure when we'll want to come back for our next episode. Maybe the third qualifying round game against an unknown team at the moment, and then coming back for the Kettering game. But honestly, I don't know if that's where we'll come back. I like to decide things at the last minute sometimes, so who knows when we'll actually come back. But yes, if you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you smash that like button down below. If you are new around here, go ahead and subscribe as well. The best part about that is it's free, and if you end up not liking the content here, you can always unsubscribe as well. But until next time, it's been your Boyd 147.